Welcome back to What Arty Noobs for General Disturbance. This is the 105 LEPH 18B2, the French Tier 5 Premium SPG that we know and love as Fifi La Pew Pew. You might know as a Leppy, a Leaf Blower, or a La Heifer. This one is under the command of Geladen of the CWB clan, but unfortunately he's not going to enjoy this game much because there's a troll on his team. And that troll wants to muck about and ruin Geladen's game, which is why he's been reported, or will be reported, to Wargaming for being an idiot. Well, the player is actually the Cromwell. And we've just platooned, well, he's just platooned rather with Geladen and the AMX 1357. And at this moment, you can see that the Cromwell's just running up and down the field, whilst Geladen is actually getting on with the game and trying to shoot the enemy. Now, I've come out of the aim, well, gone to aim mode, so we can actually see what Geladen is trying to do. And you can look at the minimap and see that the Cromwell is starting to get close. And that was a direct hit on the IKB-65-2 on the enemy team. And yes, he's been run into by the Cromwell, who's directly alongside him and trying to interfere with him. Now, he's not pushing him about at the moment, but as soon as he actually, I think actually he's asking him, why are you doing this? So he's typing away in chat. Yeah, he's asking why. This happens to be the very same person who platooned with him. So he's gone to the aim again. You can see he's trying to hit the enemy. The Cromwell, meanwhile, has just parked himself next to him. I think he might actually try and move away from the Cromwell eventually. But he's trying to aim at the... I think it's a settler. A setter, yes, it's a setter. But the Cromwell, well, he's not interested in the game anymore. And now he just wants to ram the Fifi. Now, maybe this Cromwell's had a very bad experience in the past with an Arty. Maybe he's such a bad player that he couldn't avoid the Arty shells, and he kept being destroyed. But at the moment, it appears that he's trying to drown Geladen's Arty. But of course, Geladen is a heavier vehicle actually than Cromwell, and therefore he's not letting him get away with it. You see, the mistake that the Cromwell's made is that this is a heavy tank in disguise. Yes, he's put on his party frock and he's gone out to hammer the enemy as an Arty, but he's actually a heavy tank, so any medium tank like this Cromwell who tries to push him about, well, he's going to struggle because he's having to push a really heavy weight around, a lot of armor. Now, it doesn't mean to say that he can't interfere, and that's what he's doing. If I take out the minimap, you can see he's just running into the side of Geladen at the moment, just pushing him off so he can't shoot accurately. If he tries to dial in his aim, then he gets pushed off and the rescue blooms. If we show the rescue at this moment so you can actually see what's going on, I press the button and you can see the rescue's all over the place and he can't shoot at the enemy. Now, the team is winning at the moment, but not thanks to the Cromwell, thanks to the other teammates being really good. Geladen really can't play the game when he's got a Cromwell constantly trying to interrupt him and ruin his game. So Wargaming, you really need to ban this guy, gto19671234, and give him a week to cool off outside the game. Maybe, with any luck, he'll forget about the game and go and play something like, well, with Barbie dolls or something more feminine to his nature. maybe he just needs to learn a lesson that this is a game for proper people who want to play it, not for idiots. And now the Cromwell shot him in the rear, which is, of course, now Wargaming would react to that, because when he's deliberately trying to shoot, you can accidentally shoot somebody, but when you're deliberately trying to blow them, this is why Wargaming had to ban friendly fire. They had to ban it because people like this Cromwell would otherwise shoot their teammates and destroy the game. Now, unfortunately, Geladen there shot the Cromwell back in the base with an Arty round. Again, it doesn't do any damage to the Cromwell, other than leave a mark on the top of his turret. But please don't fire back at them if they do this. Let Wargaming ban them because they tried to destroy and failed to do so. Okay, so he's been left alone temporarily, and now he's able to aim at the enemy and potentially pick up some hit points. Let's see what he can do. Well, the other Arty on our team's an FV304, and he's up in the north, firing down, and oh, we've got a target. Okay, rounds out. Good shot. You see, Geladen's an expert. He knows what he's doing, and the fool has come back and is now trying to interfere. Geladen trying to get a shot. No, that one went over, and there we can see straight away that the Cromwell is trying to push Geladen about so he can't play. So that's two players on Geladen's team who are not playing the game at this moment because they are just, well, one is interfering with the other. So it's a miracle that the team is actually winning at this moment. And that one was wildly inaccurate because, of course, he's being pushed about, the reticle keeps blooming. It's a miracle that the shells are getting anywhere near the target. But the Cromwell doesn't seem to understand that these actions are going to get seen eventually. And yeah, Wargaming will take a very dim view of what he's doing. He can't turn around and say, oh, it's because he's Arty. Everybody faces Arty on the battlefield. Even Arty face Arty on the battlefield. And sometimes they get hit. You don't then take it out on the next Arty you come across on your own team. You get good and then win that way. So get good, Mr. Cromwell. Don't be an idiot. Just get good. And even the SU-100's getting mightily annoyed now. He's pushing the Cromwell to go away and trying to stop all this going on. Come on, Wargaming, do your job and get rid of these people. They're not playing the game. Get rid of Cromwell gto19671234. Geladen wants to play the game. He's trying to play the game, but the Cromwell is not, and now he's shooting into the side ineffectively. And there's only 5 members left on the enemy team, but Geladen can't get a single shot on them because of this Cromwell. The team are going to win this game, but not thanks to this Cromwell. This Cromwell, in fact, actually, I think a lot of people might ban him. I hope they do ban him or blacklist him so he never gets to play a proper game again. He will never be able to platoon with people if he's constantly blacklisted by them. People just don't want to play with idiots. Now we're trying to get a splash on that guy. Switch to the SU-122-44. It was close, but not close enough. And we've still got the problem with Cromwell. Okay, rounds out. Oh, so close. T25-2 knows how to play the game as well. He's trying to get a shot. And fire one in, and the enemy is down. One enemy left. It's the SU-100 on the enemy team. And you can see our SU-100 is now telling that Cromwell to go away. Basically, he's saying, you won't fuck with me next time. Ridiculous. Well, we are going to submit the replay for Wargaming to look at, and hopefully they will ban the Cromwell player for a week. Here's the end of battle stats, and we can see the Geladen did get a couple of hits on the enemy. Of course, he got that blind hit on the IKV-65 too, and he also got a hit on the M2Y on the enemy team. So it wasn't a total loss for him because he did get some damage, but he would have got a lot more damage, a massive amount of damage, if that player had left him home, the Cromwell. This happened on the NA server, and it was in a standard game. gto19671234 is the culprit, and I suspect that means that this guy was probably born in 1967, which makes him, well, a few years younger than me, and he's still an idiot because he must be in his 50s. And if that's the case, if he's not, then I'd be very surprised why someone would choose 1967 as their number. But anyway, it seems to me that this guy is a complete and utter fool, and he doesn't want to be in the game anymore. He just wants to annoy people, and he's doing a very good job of annoying people, so Wargaming need to take him out of the game. We can see that it was a victory. The highest damage was actually done by the SU-122-44 on the enemy team, and he got a high caliber for 2,305 hit points. Second highest damage was the IS on our team, 1,914. And the third highest damage went to the AMD-178B, who picked up an Orlix and a patrol duty for 1,704 hit points. And when it came to kills, that guy got the highest number of kills, 4 to the AMD. 3 kills went to the FB304, and then 2 kills went to the IS, the T25-2s, both of them. The SU-100, even though he was actually trying to help and block that Cromwell, he still got 2 kills in the game. And only on the enemy team, only 1 kill each for those that did get one. Of course, Geladen was prevented from getting any kills. He would have got a few. In fact, I'm pretty certain he would have taken out that IKV-65 too, and possibly a few others. But he never got the chance to because he was trolled. When it came to base XP, we can see that the AMD-178B got the best with 1,261. The only player to get over 1,000 base. The FB304 got 718, and the T25-2 got 710. And if we look at these figures down here, we can see Geladen, trying to play the game, got 676 hit points, 388 stunners, this XP, and the Cromwell, the idiot, didn't get any damage, any kills, and he got 212 XP just for turning up. So, yeah, what a fool. Well, this is down to Wargaming now. We have to report these people. We need to get them reported. We need to get them out of the game because they ruin the game for other people. And when people get trolled, they tend to leave the game, and that's not what Wargaming wants. They want more people to join the game because if fewer people join the game, they don't make as much money. And they are in the business to make money, so they need as many people on the servers as possible. They just don't need people who are trying to drive people off the server. And this is what the Cromwells try to do. I hope you enjoyed that replay. At least we can say Geladen did get some money out of it, but that's mainly down to the holiday ops. He took away 89,706 credits and 1,397 XP out of that one. But it wasn't an enjoyable game. And unfortunately, we all have to go through this at some time or other. And the best thing we can do is just report it to Wargaming and also show it to us so that we can then put the video up so other people can see who the trolls are and ban them and blacklist them so that they can't ever get a game in a platoon with somebody else who's decent. Thanks for watching.